Sheldon last night was asked about Boston and the Hart Trophy race. Where does he rank in your mind in that conversation?
Yeah, to us, he's the most valuable player in the league. I think he's done it day in, day out. He's an incredible leader. His practice habits are second to none. And then you see, games like last night, he's a game breaker and can do things that other guys in the league can't do. So, to us, he's the most valuable player in the league.
I think you said to us before, and maybe paraphrasing, how difficult it is to score goals in this league. What comes to mind when you see that first one that he scores last night, the reception that he uses?
Yeah, there's maybe a handful of guys in the league that can score that goal, end at that time, responding after being on the ice for a goal against. Just the whole thing shows just to his maturity and his ability to sense moments in games, and I think that's where he's really grown, is just reading the game, and he's been so patient at times when we've had leads and not pressed. And for a guy that's a leading scorer in the league, he doesn't sacrifice any defense to play offense, and that's what makes it incredible what he does.
Second goal, he gets the takeaway there. He leads all NHL forwards in takeaways. They always seem surprised that he's right there on their hip pocket. From your perspective, how does he do that? How does he continually take the puck away in those situations?
Well, he skates so well, he processes things so fast, and he's really strong on his stick. So, that combination, I think, makes him, lethal offensively and defensively. And I think you see guys, they get surprised at how strong he is on his skates and how strong he is along the boards. He's a big man, but, his balance and just ability to think while he's under pressure is second to none.
Could you sense that after the first Minnesota goal went in there, that what do you see there that tells you he's fired up in that situation?
Well, no, you don't sense it right away, but I think when he gets the puck, he sees a little bit of ice, and he's assertive with his play there. I think that shot doesn't always go in, or it doesn't always work the way you want it to, but I think when he's responding to being on for a goal against, and then to come with the authority he did through the middle of the ice and attack, I think it just shows that his intention was to try to get it back right away, and it doesn't always work out how you want, but the intention was there, and that's a good sign.
What did you like most about the team game defensively last night?
Patience. I thought, it was maybe not the most fun game to watch, and it was two teams that were trying not to make mistakes, and maybe in the past we would have cracked in a game like that. I thought it was a great sign that we just stayed patient with it, trusted the process, and then we got a big play from Mitch and Austin, to win the game, and that's what you need sometimes. So I thought it was just a good display of patience from us, coming through. We've been through a tough stretch of schedule here, lots of travel, lots of late nights, and it'd be easy to kind of lose your way in a game like that, and I thought it was good that we just stayed with it.
Austin hasn't had a 50-goal season really only because of COVID the last 2 years. How big a deal is it for a player to get that number?
I think it's a big deal. I think as teammates, you want to help them get there. I think health and games played and COVID and all that has come into it, or else he probably would have scored the last couple of years. But I'm sure for him, as a young guy that hasn't scored 50, I'm sure he probably won't admit it, but it'd be nice to get to 50. So it's great, but he also has bigger things in mind for this team and for himself, and he knows what he's capable of. He knows he's one of the best players in the game, and he pushes himself every day, and it's a pleasure to be around him.
Is there anything you can say to a teammate this time of the year when their name keeps popping up in trade rumors?
You guys have a job to do. We have a job to do. I think this time of year you hear lots of pie in the sky theories. You see some with merit, some without, and I think it's most important just to look at the game ahead and play well. And I think that rumors are part of it. When you're in Toronto, it's even more. You guys got to sell papers and get clicks, and we have to win games. So you can't let the winning games get in the way of you guys trying to get action towards the websites and stuff. And that's just the reality of it. So the rumors are going to be out there, and you have to play through it. And we like our team. We like what we have here, and you hope that the group stays together. But as a player, you have to play.
Can you say a few words about the next two opponents, Detroit tomorrow and Washington, in case I don't talk to you?
Yeah, Detroit's a team. They played us really hard in Detroit last time, so they definitely have our attention. They have some great young, dynamic players. You can tell that it's a team on the uptick. So you have to be ready for them. There's no easy games. And Washington, we haven't seen. We've seen them 3 times coming up here in a relatively short period of time, and everybody knows the weapons they have. So you let your guard down against them, it can get ugly. So it's a good 2-game set for us here.
Ovi versus Austin.
What's that?
Ovi versus Austin.
Yeah.
What was it like playing with Ovi? You said I think you used your line mate your first All-Star game. Do you remember anything about that experience that stood out?
Yeah, just an excited guy. I think he was a bit, you know, it was, those All-Star games are fun because you get to meet guys that you don't know. And Ovi, you know, Canada, Russia, we played each other World Championships and stuff. And, you know, Washington, Ottawa, we played a lot in the East. So to get a chance to talk to the guy, he's an excitable guy. He, you know, he likes to have a good time, and he was enthusiastic at the All-Star game. But just a guy that's just incredible, just how he's been able to have the longevity he's had and to keep scoring and keep doing what he does.
There's a lot of agitators over the years. What does Bunting do well to get under the skin of the opponent?
Well, he's a good hockey player. That helps. There's lots of agitators, but I think what separates Bunce is he's a very good hockey player, and he knows the game really well. He's on pucks all the time. He goes to the hard areas, but he also, you know, he's in the play. So I think it forces teams to have to pay attention to him because, you know, he's around the puck. There's lots of guys that try to agitate, but if you don't do much with it, it's all you are as an agitator. Whereas Bunce is a guy that, you know, he's got good hockey sense. He's heavy on pucks, and he creates a lot for his line mates, and he gets to the net, and he's fearless. So that's probably why he gets the attention he gets.
What was your confidence level when they were reviewing the kick in Columbus?
Good, because I missed it, but I clipped it with the toe of my stick. I didn't hit it as firm as I would have liked, but so I was pretty confident. And I think even if I didn't, it would have counted anyways, because I'm not quick enough to kick that like that.